And Omega hanging out, shooting the shit, doing another video. Yeah, that guy's dead.
Giant's Pantry.
Giant's Pantry. That's the name of this video. I'm gonna name it
Hey,
Giant's
man,
Pantry.
I could pull a
Recruited quite a
full-on
few
liberal
men.
right now and tell
No
you
Hjalmar here,
something.
though.
Do it.
Gotta keep looking.
You
Hjalmar
can't
came
say
through here.
dead
Had
anymore.
to.
You have to say unalive.
Oh, yeah. What did I say? Dead? Oh, yeah. That dude's unalive. I need to practice because TikTok, it's a big deal. And the videos, they don't necessarily get taken down, but demonetized. And I'm like, who gives a fuck right now? Demonetized. Ooh, really?
Like, who really gives a fuck about saying dead or unalive? I mean, like, don't they mean pretty
Oh,
much the same
shit.
fucking thing?
Um, yeah, but everybody in 2025, well, you know, especially liberals, because they're all in their feelings and they get offended really easily. And anytime they think justified and bitching and whining and crying, they're going to. And push it hard and keep on going. So, but hey, there's one thing that I did learn. And recently, whenever I was pitching about the fact that Call of Duty, uh, game lobbies, free speech is over
What
with.
whatever happened to the days where if you bitched about something hurting your feelings, people flat out called you a fucking pussy?
Those were the days. That was, like you said, 80s and 90s. 90s kids were still doing that shit. Somewhere around 2000s into the teens, everybody turned into a bunch of pussies. I mean, weak as shit and cry and these safe spaces and, you know, words hurt. Words hurt. Ooh, words hurt. I've been assaulted. I said some bad wordies. Hurt my feelings. Yeah, but assault is verbal. Battery is physical. So, you know, you say, I'm going to kick your ass. That's assault. You do it. That's battery. But, hey, what was it that I learned? Oh, yeah. Um, there is a law, an actual law, that was passed a long time ago, back when radio first come along. Is just, you cannot say anything profane, no profanity, or anything offensive over the airways, and the internet counts as the airways. Now, anything on the internet, you know, it's public domain, so it's falls within that. So no profanity, and nothing offensive. And the problem is, what words are profane? Because a thousand years ago, the profane words were different than they are today. And what's
Oh,
offensive?
absolutely.
Whatever's considered offensive is different from 40 years ago, or 60 years ago, whenever radio started. I mean, a, 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 a phrase or a line of dialogue that'd be so offensive that would get you fined or fired, canceled, whatever the hell, back then, is nothing today, or things that are nothing back then are so offensive today. So it's very ambiguous, but still, yeah, you cannot say anything that's considered offensive or profane. Unfortunately, the law is so ambiguous because cuss words change and offensive dialogue changes with each decade. Heck, every time you turn around, I hear an old word that has a new meaning.
Like the word fag. Before, it didn't mean anything. It meant someone that was obnoxious and rude.
What was the
But
word? Fad, as in trend.
fag,
Fat.
fag,
Oh,
fag.
oh, fag. Yeah. Shit. Damn it. Yeah. Well, come on. In England, a fag is a cigarette. Heck, once upon a time, gay men happy. Which is ironic because gays are not happy.
No lies.
What? Oh!
I said no lies. No lies.
Hey, and speaking of something offensive or profane, the word queer. I remember when if you said the word queer in any context, it was considered offensive. And then all of a sudden now they're using it. Like they're talking about queers. They're talking gay people. But the original queer just meant strange, weird, bizarre. You know, if something was queer, it's just weird. Heck, retard was not offensive back in the 20s, and because retarded was started being used instead of calling people stupid or dumb. You know, any other kind of way of saying stupid or dunce. No, retarded for people who were had low IQs. Legally speaking, anything below 70 is retarded. So Muslims are retarded.
Well, yeah,
And
I
that's
think
that's supposed to be
already.
Islamophobic to say that Muslims are fucking retarded, even though it's just true. And now I'd like to say yes. Considering Muslims will spontaneously combust out of nowhere, yeah, I'm a little nervous by them motherfuckers when I see them. And then how they keep killing people. So Islamophobia is very valid. You got
Oh,
people who want to
absolutely.
kill Christians. Ah, shit! These are some pretty badass motherfuckers. I'm on fucking story mode. Damn. Maybe I came to this island a little too soon. I wasn't strong enough. But they don't have a red skull above them. So. Maybe I'm just
Well,
getting a little overzealous.
they're not always gonna have a red skull over them.
When they're too powerful, I'm biting off
Yeah.
more than I can chew. Hmm. Damn, that's better armor. '90, yeah. '88, '68, definitely. 233, 256. Okay, well, that settles that. Ooh, that's some good gloves. Okay, I might be able to pull it off now. All right, let's try this out. Damn it. Okay, now I want fire. Well, these guys explode too. That might be what's killing me. All of a sudden decided to blow up them all over me. There we go. I got him. I've known since I was a little kid going to church that the world was going to turn into this. I just didn't know this was what this was.
Oh no! Hey, let
Went
me
this
ask
way.
you something.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen those stupid YouTube shorts where the
Lots of
person's
old
going,
tracks. Giant must have
um,
come through here often.
my parents said I could be anything when I grew up, so I became a problem.
Uh-huh. Yeah. They
I'm
got all
sitting
kinds of
there,
stupid jokes.
I heard that, and I'm like, my God, if
I thought
if
you were going in a
ha
different direction with that.
if if people are half as stupid as you, then we got an issue.
If people are half as stupid as I think they are, we have an issue. Yeah, because I know they're probably not as stupid as I think they are. But
I mean, I think people are pretty fucking stupid, but like
yeah,
saying dumb shit like that takes the fucking cake.
yeah. Well, it's probably just meant to be like facetious. Just it's just a joke, you know. As I tell a lot of those things, they're not. It's not funny at all, but it's still meant to be a joke. It's a completely unfunny but over the top statement that you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah, I
if
know what you're saying.
but what
I
they
just didn't, I
go
just
ahead.
didn't find it very
Yeah,
because it's
that's the point.
like,
It's not funny. My mom and dad said I could be anything I want, so it grew up to be a problem or a variation on that particular. Yeah, saying something dumb. Like women do that shit all the time. I mean, really, you could call them like passive aggressive bad jokes. They make a joke, but it's actually them expressing their uh, actual views, but trying to sugarcoat it and make it sound not as bad. And I tell them, you can sprinkle sugar on shit, but still tastes like
at the
shit.
end of the at the end of the day, it don't make it taste any better.
Yeah, it makes it a little sweeter. Yeah, it's sweeter, but it still tastes like shit. So it's just nasty, sweet shit. Okay, it's disgusting. The smart thing will be is, at my age, I've learned that yeah, when my parents and teachers and said I could be anything I want to be, that I set my mind to it. Now I wonder, were they lying or just really fucking stupid? Because that is not true at all. It depends on how high your IQ is, what other kind of issues you have, and what you're talented in. You need to do what you are born to do, right? You have the skill set, the intellect, everything perfect for. But there are things that someone who cannot act worth a shit cannot be an actor. Someone who's fucking ugly as hell cannot be a supermodel. You know, well, okay, so they have turned a bunch of ugly fat bitches into supermodels, but it ain't worked out. They got paid. I mean, they had some stupid fuckers wasting money on them, to try to prove a point which they proved a point, just not the point they're trying to prove.
Ain't that the worst?
Yeah, like they were talking about that. I was told by the producer. You know, the producer I told you I talked to that did X-Men 3.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he told me because he told me how great my stories were, but you know the buts and then all the stuff. Like for one thing, my fantasy is way too expensive, and my psychological thriller way too over the top. I just you know I put a lot of crazy shit in there, and I told him, well, I was told you're supposed to push that envelope, and I did the research, and serial killers have done some fucked up shit. That's all I did was I incorporated all the fucked up shit from every damn serial killer. But I'm working on the changes. The script, because the book's one thing, a script is different. So I'm working right now on making it not so bad, but being creative about it and updating it because it was so dated. I changed the way he finds out that he was a serial killer. It's on a podcast instead of the way he found out before. Well, he was watching a talk show where you want an interview type thing. Man, it's complicated. Never mind.
It's fine. Not that complicated, but
No,
no.
not really. You just explain. Once it's explained, it's not complicated at all.
It's just, you know, how well does one pay attention? That's the big question.
Say that again.
I said it's not a matter of being complicated, it's a matter of how well does one pay attention.
That also, and sometimes it's like you gotta realize the same thing that I've recently had to realize. You can explain it to somebody, but you can't understand it for them. And some people,
Depending on who you ask, you can't do either.
exactly. So basically, you can't get anybody to understand the point of view you're trying to convey because they just don't have a high enough IQ to understand what the fuck you're saying.
Oh
Thanks,
no.
If not
Have
for
you
it might
ever
have taken
met
me much longer.
somebody?
And I
Okay,
need to
I'm
see
asking this
The
for a
bitches
reason.
nearly ripped
Have
his
you
innards
ever
out.
met somebody
And we
that
two are all
thought
that's
they
left of
knew
my crew.
everything, and no matter
All
what
right.
you told them,
You
no
might not
matter
have
what
heard.
Oh
kind of
my God,
I'm
yes.
proof,
Hjalmar on Crete.
and no matter what
And I'll
kind of
never
proof
forget
you
helping me
showed
in a
them
time
that
of
they were
need.
Geralt
wrong,
of Rivia.
they
The
were
Geralt
right
of
in their
Rivia.
own mind.
Like in the ballad about the
Yeah.
sorceress and the witcher.
If
still alive.
you sit there and point
Looks
out
like
to
it.
somebody that everything they
Well, forgive
just
me.
said
Just
was
thought that
stupid
all
as
happened long
fuck,
ago.
and they're like,
My
that's
dad
your
used to tell
opinion.
me stories of your adventures.
And what?
So,
It's the,
what are you doing on Under?
like, for example, okay, when I worked at McDonald's back when I was 29, turned 30, the GM, boss man, store manager, you know, the head honcho, was 12 days younger than me. So we're basically the same age, 29, turned 30. So 30 years old. And he is trying to talk. Now, this is the early 2000s, so that's be your generation and the expressions that y'all used. You know, he's trying to talk like the teenagers talked and dress like they dressed. And we're 30. 30-year-olds tend to do
First,
this shit.
first of all, that was not all teenagers. Okay, when I was a teenager, I still talked like I had some intelligence, and the way I